Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of My Hero Academia. This is episode 95, titled Match 3. And my god, wow, the ending of this episode, a little brutal, if you don't mind me saying. But let's start it from the beginning. So last week's episode recaps that, of course, Class A lost to Class B. They push them to their limits, and this is where it kind of picks up for in this episode. We see Class A being, of course, taken care of. Tokiyami's getting the proper medication. Yoirozo, or Momo to be, I'm just gonna call her Momo, is getting treated with Recovery Girl. It's just it's just more showing that, like, wow, like, Class B isn't anything to like look over and like glance against. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got some heart, to say the very least. And of course we see how everybody else reacts to it. And this episode's kind of, it starts off weird. It starts off like, it feels like they pushed two chapters together, because the first half of this episode is not Jideku and Bakugo kind of conversing about like him mastering One for All. All Might's taking care, keeping somewhat of a watch on him, trying to see what might happen, because eventually he's gonna have to fight Shinzo, and Shinzo's the first one who triggered the Vestiges vision back like in season 2, if I recall. But yeah, so a lot of good stuff is happening. We're getting hyped, or we're getting trained to see what might occur coming very soon. We also get this interesting scene between Tokiyami and Todoroki as the match 3 is about to start, and it's kind of cool, because it's kind of hinting on the new generation compared to the old generation, in the sense that Tokiyami tells Todoroki, look, I failed, and I want you to avenge us, in a sense. And Todoroki is really, he takes that in and he goes, huh, like, what do you mean avenge? He goes, look, my mentor and your mentor are like tight as hell. I'm a student under Fox, Hawks, and your dad is teaching you. Your dad is, of course, is Endeavor. So we, in a sense, we should be tight as them. It's a weird thing. It's kind of like how Robin and the other sidekicks are very close. Like Batman and Green Arrow are some of the only two members of Justice League who don't have powers, and Speedy and Robin are equally as close. Same thing with Kid Flash and Robin. If you guys watch Young Justice or Teen Titans, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm putting down, basically. That they kind of feel like they have to uphold their mentor's legacy, and they should be more friendly with each other. It's kind of cool though. It does though trigger a flashback to the training that Endeavor was putting onto Shoto at such a young age. He, not only for the beginning of the flashback is him remembering the fight that Hawks and Endeavor did together, but then it goes further back to when he was training to learn the prominence burn, and Endeavor says something interesting. He says, you have to do it, Shoto. You, like your older brother Toya was almost able to do it, and he had more firepower than me. Wow. Toya Todoroki had more firepower, and I think we've already hinted that Toya's dead already, or he's passed on. For those who read the manga or actually watch the show, I think you kind of know who Toya Todoroki is, but we don't need to talk about that right now. We do need to talk about the importance of because the dichotomy that this episode paints is Todoroki, or Shoto to say the least, is trying to live up to his older brother Toya. His older brother Toya was groomed and possibly was going to be Endeavor's most powerful prodigy, but now that falls on the Shoto. And there's this funny scene when Endeavor catches a villain and beats him, and he's showing himself as more of like the hero to save the day instead of being the hero that you call in. He's kind of balancing both the philosophies of both Bakugo and Deku at the moment right now. Both Deku and Bakugo have both explained that, like, when it comes to killing villains, is it better to save everyone to beat the villain, or is it better to beat the villain first so you save everyone? And it's that kind of like, what's the best way to save the day? And I think Endeavor's capturing both those idealisms, and he's trying to put it well balanced he's trying to well balance those kind of ideals of beating the villain and saving everyone all at the same time, sort of like how All Might was doing. And yeah, it's a funny scene when he's mad that Shoto is like ignoring him, and then the other heroes are like, he's probably in class, so I don't think he's on his phone, so stop tripping. It's a cool fight. And then we see match 3 take place, which is of course the steel dude, the softening guy, I think his name was Mudman, Real Steel. It's basically Class B's team, and it's interesting because they kind of just set it up this all-out brawl from the very beginning, and I was really thinking, wow, this is gonna be cool. I can't wait to see this happen. And Todoroki and of course Ida and all of them, they all rushed into the fight, and I have to give it to the Mudman, dude. His softening quirk reminds me of those who watch or read JoJo's Part 8 JoJo, who's able to steal, like with his bubbles, he's able to add, I think he's able to add and take away certain elements of certain things, such as he's able to add in like, yeah, he's able to add or take away elements, if I recall. Like he could take away the friction from the floor and make it all slippery. It just reminds me of that. Pretty cool shit. I really fuck with that, with his quirk a lot. I think it's innovative, and he has definitely a good handle on it where he can do cool stuff. The fight is it's anyone's game still at the moment, and it looks like it's turning around because it got taken by Class B. Honestly, they were able to like subdue them. Todoroki's fighting Real Steel. The tail dude is fighting Gyro. The pony girls got like Shiro like literally pinned. So, and of course Mudman has Ida in the water, the ice technically, but trapped because he softened the ice enough to allow moisture to take place, I think. But it is interesting to see how, like, what's going on with this episode. And what's also really cool is seeing the flashback that Ida has, because God, does this get brutal, dude. So Ida's older brother lets him know, like, because he's also doing way better, that look, if you're having trouble because you're putting your engine to work, take out your mufflers. And at first I'm thinking, oh, can he interchange them? No, these mufflers are very much like his like fingers, they're appendages, and it's gonna fucking hurt. It's in a sense like a fingernail in a sense, or like a tooth. And his mom was like, I don't know, he's still kind of young. He goes, nope, if he's gonna be a hero and he has a provisional license, he needs to do what our grandfather did. This man literally rips out his own mufflers. There's no blood yet, but I'm pretty sure if this was just a little bit more rated older, we'd see blood, because it looks painful. He looks like he's removing like a tooth. It's crazy. I really love like this, how this ends. But basically, by removing his mufflers, it allows a new stronger mufflers to kind of grow into place, and it allows him to, now he can do reciproco turbo. He can use his turbo quirk, his turbo enhancement, for longer than just a minute. Now it goes for 10 minutes, which is pretty good. And the episode ends there. But God, guys, that was fucking brutal, man. When I saw that shit, I was like, like it's definitely breathtaking to see that. In the very least, I did not expect that whatsoever. But this episode was kind of cool. Again, these episodes have been feeling really low. They're better than average. I get to give it a C+. It was cool. There's some stuff I really liked in this, and some stuff that they're hinting that I'm really enjoying, but nothing that really puts this over the top at the moment. Maybe next episode we might see something pretty good, but for now, this is all we got. And I'm actually really excited because there's so many stuff I want to know. Are we gonna see another vestige vision when we see the fight between Deku and Shinzo? Are we gonna get a little bit more into Toya Todoroki? And I know what else is gonna happen. I can only assume, but for now, this is gonna be it for the review. This is your boy Poppy Wolf saying peace out, y'all. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed it. These episodes have not been significant. This season's been feeling a bit slow, but hopefully they're running through the material faster. All in all, I can't wait to check out next episode, and I'll see you guys there. Peace out. Remember, guys, 1,000 subscribers. Like and comment down below if you have anything that you wanted to talk about or that I missed in this review, because I only talk about the stuff that I really like. But I digress. See you guys later. Peace out.